Hello, hello, hello. We're live November 8th, 2022. Is it time? Are we ready for the 2030 climate change deadline? What do we really need to do? For the meantime, let's have channel ID.
At nagkakaroon na naman ng pagtaas ng COVID-19 cases dito sa Pilipinas. Subalit ayon sa gobyerno, wala raw
Dahil ang pagsuyo ko ay multong haplos. Huli na akong lumampi ng libong taon. Papailing ning paggamit ning folk beliefs related to the municipal.
Nonglo or the Kinabayo could very well be an articulation of this folk.
Then we go farther forward and we'll go to the false shield. At saka ito, syempre, ang ating sword. Kasi naman, ano po, kung talaga may sword lang po dito.
So, is it really time? Is it time? Are we ready for the 2030 climate change deadline? What are we supposed to do? What do we really need to do? And for my part, what is it that I have been trying to change or in myself, or what is it that I've been trying to do as some kind of a contribution for everyone, for the planet. Okay, actually, there's actually a news report from the Guardian. No, that's why I thought of coming up with this episode. It's actually written by Damien Carrington, the environment editor of the Guardian. The news report says world close to irreversible climate breakdown, warn major studies. Let's read some excerpt of the news report. The climate crisis has reached a really bleak moment. One of the world's leading climate scientists has said, after a slew of major reports laid bare how close the planet is to catastrophe. Collective action is needed by the world's nations more now than at any point since the Second World War to avoid climate tipping points, Professor Johan Rockstrom said. But geopolitical tensions are high, according to The Guardian. He said the world was coming very, very close to irreversible changes. Time is really running out very, very fast. Emissions must fall by about half by 2030 to meet the internationally agreed target of 1.5 degrees Celsius of heating, but are still rising, the reports showed. At a time when, mind you, oil giants are making astronomical amounts of money. So that's just part of the news report that came out a few weeks ago, published by The Guardian. Some people actually don't believe that climate change is real, but you know what? As a prepper, survivalist, uh, we cannot err on the side of caution, so to speak. So it's always better to assume the worst. So there, that's the news article from The Guardian. Are you ready for the 2030 climate change deadline? Are you, preparing for it? Are you doing some changes? Are you, you know, trying to contribute to climate change, or you're trying to reduce it as per your what we call this, as per your lifestyle? So, what do we really need to do? You know, uh, to somehow mitigate climate change. You know, the 2030 deadline of climate, the coming climate change. Actually, it's already happening. Um, I think we need a change from within. You know, it must start from the inside. A change in philosophy. Uh, uh, for one, for my part, I adopted a more earth-friendly lifestyle. A lifestyle that is somewhat related to my prepping in survivalism lifestyle, off-grid lifestyle. You know, not being too attached to things that could add to climate change, legal tender, uh, you know, not trying to, you know, purchase products that could further escalate climate change. Sometimes I live off grid. Sometimes I go to the wilderness. I do a lot of outdoors activities. So that's it, a change from within. I always think and remember that whenever you buy something, you're actually voting for that thing. And all the ideas that that thing or that product actually represents. Oh, there. For my part, I've been really one with nature for quite some time now. I'll show you some videos. Oh, so what was that about? Actually, it's about, you know, outdoors activities. You know, going outdoors, being attuned to nature. The more we actually commune with nature, the more we realize that we are a part of nature. Let's have more. Let's have more. That's actually one of my videos that you know, the video clips that will come out later. It will be part of a future episode of Hagbayon Channel. Uh, in that video, I was actually visiting our farm, and the place happens to have a water source. So such a blessing, really. Um, in that episode, I was you know, traveling via motorcycle and doing some kind of moto vlogging. So there, uh, if you come out a lot, go, you know, go out, you know, go outdoors, camping, hiking, adopt a prepper survivalist lifestyle, you're more likely going to contribute to climate change mitigation, because the lifestyle of a survivalist prepper, you know, outdoorsy and all that, is actually conducive to climate change mitigation. So, how about you? What do you think? What do you think? What can we do to mitigate the climate change? Comment down below, the comment section down below. Um, One thing that I also do as a writer is I write about it. You know, I go outdoors and I end up writing about nature, climate change, post-apocalyptic scenarios. Uh, this live stream is actually about some poems that I wrote for climate change. Well, aside from telling you guys that I've been adopting a kind of a new lifestyle right now, I've also been writing, etc., etc. Writing poems for climate change. I think I better start sharing some of the poems that I've been writing, most especially when I am outdoors. Let's check my Facebook page. It's called Hagbayon. Same Facebook name, same page name as my. Wait, I'm looking at my page. This is my page. You might want to visit it on Facebook as well. This is my literary page. I actually post anything literary in this particular page, new poems, etc. And just recently, I became part of Bigkas Pilipinas. Shout out to Cookie Tuason uh, and Marty Tenko. They invited me as one of the guests for their episode on Home is Where the Art Is. This episode, let me enhance it. Home is Where the Art Is. By the way, Bigkas Pilipinas is a spoken word radio program uh, available via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Castbox, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Casts, and Radio Republic. I was a guest along with Paul Cardenas and Vas Bismarck. You may want to follow on Facebook the Bigkas Pilipinas Entertainment page. Really nice. So let's start with some poems that I've been writing while outdoors, some poems that would somehow approximate my thoughts on climate change and on nature. Let's start with the Yungib series. These are poems written in Filipino or Tagalog. Yungib, 3 poems so far. Yungib. At tagkalusag-lusag ang kubol, na tinamnan ang bakuran ng krudo, kuryente't salapi. Dumating ang unos ayon nga sa aparato, subalit tila buhay na alibangbang na ayaw patusok sa anumang mapa. Kaya't nilisan ng pantas ang liwasan, 10 ng kanyang mga ospital at husgado. Matapos ang bantulot na pagyabag sa mga binakasan ng mga baboy ramo at unggoy, tumambad ang bungad ng yungib. Yumuko ang pantas papasok sa lagusan at tuluyang nalusaw ang dunong sa karimlan. Kaya't napilitan siyang magsindi ng sulo upang gumuhit ng bagong anino. Yungib. As I said, it's actually a series of poems. There's another poem which is somewhat like a sequel for that poem. Yungib dos. Teka lang, ha? Let me check my page. Everything is actually in my Facebook page. My recent writings are here. Yungib dos. Kurtina ang dilim na dinilaan ng sulok. Dahan-dahang nag-abo maging ang saplot ng pantas. Namuo sa dingding na bato ang kanyang anino, maging mga kalsada at gusali ng kanyang mga kasukasuan. Liwanag, bigkas niya. Nagitlamay, niyakap niya ang silaw at nagising ang mga pabrika sa kanyang kalamnan. Naglangis ang pawis sa kanyang kutis habang kanyang diway nakipagniig sa yungib. Yan. Yungib 2. Now let's read Yungib 3 or the latest installment in my Yungib poems. Walang takot na yumakap sa apoy ang dilim at lumiyab ang dunong ng yungib. Maging bukanay pilit inaabot ng umaga. Subalit may kislot sa labas ng yungib. Kaya't gumuhong batuhan ang katahimikan. May papalapit na aninot mga yabag. Pumulot ng tipak na bato ang pantas. Babasagin ang bungo ng anumang kaisipan. Yungib 3. Right, let's scroll down and check my other poems in the Hagbayon page. You might want to check my Hagbayon page. But apparently, I cannot access. Wait, something is up. I actually hope I could read more. Apparently, the page is hanging, Check it out. Internet problem here. So I'm supposed to be able to access them here in this page. Poems for climate change. All right, I'm starting to see some of the poems. You see, I also share here my YouTube videos. This one. It's entitled Shamanic. Forehead is forest, thoughts crawling through the vines. Birds perch, carrying oraciones, while the sun, delirious, but cannot pierce. The leaves open like palms. Stones are drumbeats of the trek. Shamanic. Comes with a really nice picture. Next poem is entitled Apocalyptic. Water persists like lava, turned rocks impede the trail, or coconut husks catching rain. There will be dusk, there will be dawn, the forest insisting cool shade, while the sun is up. Roots persist like ancient mountains around the metropolis, or cemented roads atop the hill. There will be walls, there will be debris, the earth healing with a deluge, while the sun rests. Apocalyptic. Right. Next poem is entitled Citadel. It was a game of shores for trees and hills partitioned faith. Priests carry priests could marry here and not there. Talisman tied to crucifixes here. Let me read it again. Citadel. It was a game of shores, for trees and hills partitioned faith. Priests could marry there and not here. Talisman tied to crucifixes there, not here. Even prayers were manifestos there, and here inland translation with hymns of island air. None of the above matters nonetheless, as I plot maps and land margins of my kin. I hold my breath, keep still like one betrayed by uncertainties made sure by paternal break. Church bells wake the noontime earth, for I found the rain that I must search. Citadel. Next poem is entitled Agos. This one is written in Filipino / Tagalog. Agos. Agos ang dakilang rason. Agos lamang. Ang lilinis, ang malinis, ang dalisay. Maging simoy ay sasabay sa lagaslas. Kalabaw may makahiya ang katapat. Ito'y taimtim na aral sa tanghali. Mulang ilog man ang batong kinawali. At mantikay pinakilig sa pagsiga. Habang ulap at ang ulan nagbabanta. Lahat nga ay agos, agos, agos lamang. Ugat man sa batot bakal, bumubukal. Simoy, apoy, lupa't tubig, tumitibok. Umaagos sa kamalayang marugto. Agos. The poem as published in my page actually has a nice accompanying picture. Actually, they all have photos with them. Let's check more. There's actually more here. As I said, all of my stuff, recent stuff, literary stuff, I post here, including links coming from my YouTube channel. Just trying to scroll, and hoping I'll find the poems that's here. I actually have more links to the YouTube channel here. That's why I keep on scrolling and scrolling. This one is only Katalingkasan, Kalayaan. This was my post during the last Independence Day. This one is called Batis. Sumaglit sa batis itong magmubukid, iniwan ng pawid at tuyong kamalig. Sumirit sa kutis ang usok at pawis, at gubat na reyno ay naging kastilyo. Ang uling sa nooy korona sa ulo, palakat insekto'y mga kabalyero. Ang gasgas at sugat, pulseras at kwintas, maputik na itak, espadang kumintab. Damit na may butas ay baluting pilak, ang reynang magiliw, awit ay malambing. Ay hindot kapedring, kopra ay nauling, pisanteng nahimbing, tuluyang nagising. It's entitled Batis. It has photos of Batis or the creek right there at one of our farms. Anyway, let's try to check more poems here, recent ones. This one is entitled Kagabi ang Ulan. It's actually a poem I wrote during a camping expedition. Kagabi ang Ulan. Katulad ng kwento Kagabi ang Ulan ay pumatid sa bungang tulog na ginagatungan ng sulo sa kagubatan. Kasama sa panaginip ang biyaya ng kopra at kaunting barya, subalit ang lunas sa alinsangan, ang ulan, ay mapag-abusong bisita. Nangungulit ang tikatik sa nakasaradong tent. Naku, at nagsimula na ngang tumulay ang pagkagising sa sentido ng panaginip. Kung kaya't ang pagal na diwa ay bumangon at napatulala sa karimlan. Kasama na ang mga pag-iyak at paghuni ng mga hayop, pulisap at ibon. Tulad sa lungsod, sa gubat man, ay may palaboy sa gabi at nagpupuyat. Kagabi ang ulan. Check this out. It's actually the photos during that camping expedition. And bad thing was that it rained. This one naman is called Tilas. Gawing saplot ang dilim at lukuban ng gubat. Maligno'y ilambitin, igapos, pati ahas. Tilas. Also written during my camping expedition. By the way, I actually posted on YouTube a video depicting my literary memorabilia. I don't know if you can see it from here, but you can check my YouTube channel for that. This one is called Alamat ng Usok. Inspired by a World War III narrative in the barrios. As you can see, photos are rural in nature, depicting some kind of fireplace at the farm, some mushrooms. Alamat ng usok. Hindi lamang hudyat sa mga nilalang. Nagsasabi na ring yan ay kumalam. O mga insekto ay nagsisikagata. Ngunit hindi lamang. Ayon sa matanda. Ang nasabing rason kaya nagsisiga. Ito ay panlansi noon pang may digma. Doon sa ibaba ang dayuhang hukbo, hinahanap-hanap ang nayong nagtago. Layuning lurayin, butasan ang bungo. Nayo'y magniningas sa malayong puok, nang doon makitang umakyat ang usok. Pag doon tumungo ang hapong mapusok. Ang darat nandoon ay gerilyang punglo. Ang nayon, wala po, wala po. That's alamat ng usok. This one is called Bulaklak sa Gubat. Bulaklak ay bulaklak sa latman sa papuri. Batis man ang may bitbit at hindi mangingibig. Lawin mang itong lungsod at nayo'y binabagwis. Magkatulad na husga ang siyang inuuwi. Bulaklak sa gubat. Inspired by a real flower in the forest. Really nice scenes, really nice. Again, the mushroom. This one's called Baul. This one's written in Bicol, Bicol Naga, Bicol Partido. Piggudak ning kamot, pigbukbo nin ganot, ang bungkukan asin niyog. Gulayon, kamote, mais, asin mani, mga baul, nagrimate. Walo kong mag-ugbon, sige lang ang dakol. Pag may tingo, nanhahabol. May tawong nasabat, pigwakwak ang tulak, pigsuag ang bayag. Aswang bagadaa, lakop ang istorya sa ilawod o iraya. Sa paslo ang gibo, ang hiro sa tuso, garuurig sa kongreso. Kaya naghingowang peste paunto ka, o dawa lang makatabla. Pigbubon anatbong, ang litag pigpaon, dawa si rabot, na bantong. Baul. It's about wild boar, the wild boar species in our farm. Really a problem for the farmers there. This one is called liwasan ng isi. Sa bawat paghakbang, ang ingay ay lumalayo. Krudot gas na mahal, politikong nanggogoyo. Piket sa halalan, demokrasyang nabibigo. Peking kasaysayan, TikTokers na utak toyo. Liwasan ng isi. Tungkol sa farm life, something I thought of while hiking. This is actually a hiking trail. Really nice. This one is called Kalawakan. Kung isip ay may bakod, natutulog ng gising, gising may nahihimbing. Kung isip ay may bakod, pinangarap ay lagim, gintuman ang anihin. Kung isip ay may bakod, gabi-gabi may libing, lungsod man ay may piging. Kung isip ay may bakod, ang balanay alipin, rehas man ay alisin. Kalawakan. This is actually something I wrote while I was in this really nice place. You can see it from here. Well, you can see this when you visit my Hagbayon page, Hagbayon. This one is called Bangungot. Minsan ay binangungot ang pagtakas tungong lungsod ng magsasakang takot. Sa dipulburang simoy ang larawan ng taggutom, abandonadong kubol. Bangungot. Actually inspired by this particular hut or house that I found in the middle of nowhere, and it appeared to be a house of a farmer, and the problem was it was no longer there, nowhere to be found. So somehow I thought of writing that poem. This one's called Bantayog ng Gubat. Hindi tumalikod upang magsimuno. Tumangkilik sa bantayog ni Ponggubat. Hindi na nahimik para lang lumayo. Nagpasugo sa talinong purot likas. Bantayog ng gubat. The places I go to, really nice. This one's called Tatak. Huwag mong isatitik ang iyong paghimpil. Tinurang palagatik ng gubat at hangin. Ngunit titik ay tatak ng buhay na diwa. Sumagot na pasaksak ang punyal na gala. Kayo'y magsitikom, talon ay bumuhos. Baboy ramot ulupong, kusang nahuhulog. Tatak. I actually have a hobby of marking some of the trees that are found at our farm. So I got inspired and wrote that one. This one is called Sa Pusod at Puson. Sa pusod at puson ng burol at bundok, busog na palayok sumipol sa simoy. Namangha ang diwa, ba't lungsod ay said, ay bihag ang isip ng takot at banta. Alagwa ang pakpak sa nayong taimtim, mabuting humimpil habang mundo'y basag. That is called Sa Pusod at Puson. This one's called Balete. Balete mat bubuwit ang kapiling sa picnic basta't di smartmatic. I think I wrote this during the 2022 presidential elections. I was camping that time, came up with a poem and immediately posted it. This one is called Mula Rito. Mula rito ay totoo na pananalig ang nagpapagapang sa kabundukan at mga burol. Tingnan na lamang kung paanong nais akapin ni Isarog si Magayon habang nagdadapit hapon ng liwanag sa kalungsuran. Maging ang dagat ay pinupunan ang puwang sa ating dibdib at nagsasasimoy ang alat na dati ay nasa tubig. Sabay-sabay marahil ang buntong hininga na narito at nasa ibayo, habang ang buhanginan ay paulit-ulit na dinadamayan ng alon. Maging ang nakalupaypay na mga dahon ay tila nagigising at sinasaklawan ng lakas mula sa pangitaying ito. Pakiramdaman ang enerhiya sa iyong mga litid na dala ng mapagkalingang kalikasan. Palaging may lunas ang katiwalian sa batas ng santinakpan. Itinutuwid ang labis at ang kulang. There, the Mount Isarog and Mount Mayon, you can see them both. So it's Agua de Mayo. Pagkatapos ng halalan 2022. Tinatawag itong alisngaw, isang pagkamangha sa pagsasalubong ng tag-init at tag-ulan. Ang pagsingaw ng pagkagulat mula sa tahimik at natulalang lupa. Magsisilabasan ang mga musmus at magbubunyi habang ang mga naiwang nakatayo at inabutan ng ulan sa gitna ng kalsada ay magngingit-ngit sa puot at magpapasirit ng mura. Mulang malayo, kakatuwang makikita nating ang mga musmos na ito at ang mga nanindigan ay kapwa binuhusan ng lunas. Agua de Mayo. This one's called Harurot. May balanse sa harurot kung may aninlangan sa pagdahan-dahan. Sa pusang dampi lamang sa silinyador upang huwag sumahimpapawid na parang uwak, sabi nga. Subalit paano kung ang mga bato sa nadaanan ay naroon pa rin sa harap? Paano kung hindi gigil kundi pulso ang umiral? Basta huwag maging puso, ugaliing maging kurba ng kampana. Dagdag niya. At paalala, ang motorsiklo at ikaw ay iisa. Pahabol na pangaral ng naiwang simoy. Actually inspired by the motorcycle. You know. The poem is inspired by motorcycle rides. This one is called Kumpisal ng Immortal. Pagkatapos ng Man from Earth. Salaysay mo ay naupos tungong karimlan. Ikaw na nagulat ng payak na katotohanan. Payak na kaning ginawang minatamis ng kasaysayan at gunita. Ano ngayon kung ikaw ang Kristong nagmula sa yungib ng kapanganakan ng sansinuko? Ano ang silbi ng iyong kumpisal sa gitna ng elektronikong dalumat ng sangkatauhan? Sa panahong ang mga dioses ay nagsagaheto. Malamang maging ako ay hindi na rin makikilala ng mga matamong immortal. Akong pinagbilinan mong magbantay sa iyong ina, ako na natatangi sa iyong mga disipulos, ako na iyong kaibigan, ako na nagtago ng lihim na kaalaman sapagkat mas mabisang gamot sa kamatayan ang pananalig. Ako na isa ring immortal. Hayaan mo at sa pagtatapos ng ating pagtitipon, sa pagkaupos ng panggatong sa ating siga at salaysay, sasambulat ang punglo ng paglikha. That's kumpisal ng immortal. Alright. Let's check more. Lots of videos and links to my videos here. Hagbayon page. Yes. I also post here published poems, published works. Aside from links to my YouTube channel. Well. If ever, maybe that's the last poem for today. Especially if I scroll and don't find the next one, the next poem immediately. Sometimes I only write when I am in the wilderness. That's why it's no longer as frequent as before. Anyway. I've been seeing here old videos, photos, and poems and publications, etc. By the way, I've been chosen as alumni fellow for the 29th Iligan National Writers Workshop. Okay, let's proceed to the last poem for this session. This one's called Siklorial, written in Bicol Naga. Paghigda kan banggi, pirming amay kung magdiklom an irika. Minadulag, naduguan, ining saldang. Asintabang an kurahaw sa Mount Aso. Taan syudad, sarong balang, minagadan. Paghawas kan saldang. Namumula pati sulog kaning sulong. pagkatapos maghingalo minahawas. Ining aldaw sa pagbulong kaning tubig. Ang lugad niya, dagos pa man, an paghalta. That's the last point for this session. So, we better wrap up. And, so is it time? Are we ready for the 2030 climate change deadline? What do we really need to do? I advocate a change from within. You know, we need a change from within. It's sooner than you think. It's sooner than you think. Anyway, Jason here for the Hagbayon Channel and PMS Talks. Remember, the pen is mightier with the sword. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening.